Ah, peace has returned. Let it fill our soul. Zzz. We don't all share a collective soul. That would be weird. Hey guys, this is Tom Leo signing in. Welcome to another streaming vid on the Tom Leo channel. We're back with another shiny hunt. Continuing where we left off with our cloth. Yeah, I think it's called cloth with a K, obviously. And yeah, we just started this hunt, so I'm not expecting much from it. But you know, I mean, I'm gonna want a shiny at some point. But if I don't get a shiny here, I'm not gonna let it bother me that much. But if we do find a shiny, that would be freaking amazing. But regardless, we're gonna get into the stream. We're gonna chill. We're gonna kick back. We're gonna drink our favorite relaxed drinks, which is in my case the A&W root beer. Not sponsored, by the way. Although A&W, if you'd like to partner up sometime, let's work together. Anyway, let's say hi to everyone in the chat. We got Heather Flanagan and Twisted J. How y'all doing? Hope all is well. Let's get started, shall we? Okay, I don't believe I forgot anything. I usually feel like there's something that I'm forgetting whenever I start up a stream, which sometimes it does happen and I don't even notice it throughout the entire time. But, you know, I just want to make sure everything is the way it should be. And it looks like everything is the way that it should be. Hey Tom, I forgot to ask, but do you like my profile picture? It looks cool. Can't say I know what that character is, or is it a character you made for yourself? I am very curious. But anyways, what's going on with you guys? Hopefully everyone's having a good, grandiose time. Me, it's been pretty good. A little slow. A little slow at work today, but that's kind of to be expected during the low seasons. But I'm keeping myself busy, and I'm doing everything I can to just enjoy life little by little, and that's really all you can do when it comes to life in general. Just take it little by little. But I'm assuming you guys have much more interesting stories to tell than what I just said. That's not a shiny, is it? Why is there a nimble all the way out here? No. I don't even remember what shiny nimble looks like. I saw it like once before, but I don't remember. Thanks, this was commissioned. Oh, nice. Very nice. You know, a shiny Gulpin might be pretty cool. Although I don't know what shiny Gulpin looks like, so. Ah, now the crabs are coming out to play. Anyway, yeah, so this one particular area that we're at right now is the place where the most of these clawfuls spawn. So that's why we're hanging around this particular area, so we can try and spawn as many of them as possible and have a higher chance of finding a shiny. You know. Do everything we can to increase our odds. Everything except sandwiches. I don't know what it is. I don't like sandwiches. I mean, there's a sandwich for doing like various things, like sandwich for finding a certain type of shiny. There's a sandwich for doing a certain type of encounters. There's a sandwich for doing eggs and such. There's just, I don't know. It feels like they crammed a lot of different things or different mechanics into one type, and that just makes it a little complex, you know? Gulplin is blue when shiny, if I remember correctly. Okay. So, it should be easily spottable if I do encounter it. And also, I forgot if I told you this, but on my team, Twisted Save File, I thought I found a shiny Gulpin, but it was just It was just in the shade, and I got effing trolled. Yeah, it's so annoying when that happens, and you're like, you think you find a shiny, and especially if you don't know what the shiny actually is, you try to find you see something that like something that looks slightly different from what it actually is. You think it might just be a shiny, only to realize that it's just the lighting, or maybe lack thereof, that winds up messing you up, and it's just. Now, don't get me wrong. The shading thing is cool and all. Like, it makes the game more. It's a nice little detail. It's nice little details like that that makes the game feel more immersive. But at the same time, it just throws you off when you're doing shiny hunting. Okay, many a crab spawned in. Oh, don't fall down. Or a different gender, because some Pokemon look different depending on the gender. Ah, freaking hell. Getting yongoosed by a cloth. Well, I don't think the gender differences are that difficult from the different shades, because some of the differences are just the way their bodies are shaped. Like female Pikachu has a heart-shaped outline on their tail, as opposed to the regular lightning bolt rigid thing that males are known for. But then there's like very subtle ones, I guess. Oh, actually no, there is one. Gyarados does have a color difference between male and female, because regular Gyarados is a blue mustache, while the female is white. Though I still think that's pretty easy to spot, so. Well, regardless. I do know that, like, Heracross is also another one of those Pokemon that has a body difference. Female Heracrosses, or is it Heracrossi? I don't know. Female Heracrosses have a heart on their horns, and the males just have the regular pointed-looking ones. I wonder how many different Pokemon. How many different Pokemon have a female version that has, where their differences involve hearts? It could be, if it's just Pikachu and Heracross, we could make one of those memes where it's like, if I had a nickel for every Pokemon that they've made, where the female variant has some kind of heart on its body, I'd have 2 nickels. Which doesn't happen a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. You guys know the meme I'm talking about, right? What am I saying? Of course you guys do know. You guys are always coming up with memes. All the time. How's it going, Mr. Noah Fabi and Funko Master? How you guys doing? Hope all is well. Oh yeah, I saw a vid from a PokeTuber I watched. It was about Pokemon players. One of them was only plays Go, something like that. They showed an Alolan Meowth and claimed it's shiny, but obviously it wasn't a shiny. Interesting. Here we go. I'm moving on up to the east side. That's not green. That is green. That's sheesh. I'm looking out for a blue Gulpin if I ever spot one, and it's just not happening. Oh wait. Did we just get raided by Pixela yet again? Oh, and there's a Macchiata stuck in the dirt. Look at that. There's a Macchiata who's just sticking his head out. Oh, that's hilarious. Somebody clip that. Somebody clip that and show it to everyone in the Poke community. Never seen that glitch before. That's hilarious. Anyways, welcome on in, Raiders. How are y'all doing? Thank you so much for stopping on by. Hope everyone is having a fantabulous day. And, oh, we got it fixed. Okay. And, yeah, welcome. Welcome on in, Top Secret Yoshi, Sajinju, TG, DJ Riolu, how you doing? It's been a while, pal. And Pixela Games, thank you very much for the raid. Yeah, how was Super Mario Wonder? Since I hope it was good. Hope everything was well. I mean, it looked good from what I saw. Yeah, unfortunately, I couldn't stick around for very long. Because I was, because I had this stream to set up. But also, I think you got to the point that I stopped at when I did my stream for that game, so I didn't want any spoilers. But yeah, hope it was fun, and thank you again for the raid. What were you talking about? Oh well, there was a Macchiata. There was a Macchiata whose body was in the ground and his head was just sticking out. It was hilarious. But yeah, I'm also keeping an eye out for a shiny Gulpin, which is apparently blue. I've never seen it. I guess now you can call that a bag of she bleep. Got it. Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah, hope things have been well, my friend. So we're almost at 100 for attempts. Yeah, it's a little. These eggs take a little longer than most. That's probably because it's a bigger Pokemon, so it probably requires more steps. Frank's Gaming sus. Okay. Don't know what that's all about, but alright. I clipped it. Nice. Still finding glitches in this game, even though it's been out for a whole year. I mean, let's be real though. The glitches have definitely died down since its debut release. Hey, Coconut! How's it hanging? Welcome to the stream. Hope all is well. So weird hearing a crab moo like a cow. That's very true, yeah. Well, it's a big crab, so maybe it's different. Clawful takes a while to hatch. Take a look at the pseudo-legendary Pokemon. You know, I don't think I've ever hunted a pseudo-legendary in any game before. Oh, actually, no. That's a lie. I did hunt. I hunted Gibble in this game. In this very game, actually. That took a while to do. Okay, that looks good. Hopefully it's good enough. It went well? Hey, glad it went well. Yeah, Super Mario Wonder has definitely become a topic of conversation for its more what I call extravagant animations, and also the crazy new power-up that just warps the fabric of reality. Whoa! Hi. How are you doing? Oh, damn it, I forgot to do something earlier after I played Spidey. What is this? I might need to mute this, actually. Yeah, I'm just gonna mute my desktop audio real quick so I can see what, Oh, was it the... Oh, yeah, it was the clip. It was the thing that I just asked for. That's so funny how that happened. Like, what are the odds of... Well, I mean... Well, no, again, like, glitches in this game have become a lot less frequent than it used to be. So what was clip? Anything I can use as a short? Yeah, we encountered a macchiata in the dirt. Or, like, it was glitched so that its body was in the ground, but its head was, like, sticking out. But yeah, how often do we encounter glitches in this game? And how extreme do we encounter them? We don't really encounter, like, the extreme glitches anymore. There's, like, some minor ones here and there, but nothing like crazy like it was on the launch day, which definitely kind of irked a few Pokemon players, which that's understandable. Like, they should have made sure that the game was ready and not glitchy as hell, but I don't know. I'm just a guy who plays the games. I'm not the one who makes them, so maybe there's a strategy there that I'm not aware of. Speaking of raids, I'm gonna need to remake my raid screen. I have an idea to make a raid screen similar to yours, but it's me singing and it's more jazzy, and I'll have an animation of my mascots. Ooh, that sounds like a great idea. Definitely would want to see that when it's ready. I don't have a raid screen. I should probably make one for when I stream from my phone or iPad again. orange. They're still orange crabs. I'm looking for the blue ones. Yep, still orange. What is that word? Oh, hang on. I have a feeling an ad's gonna pop up. Nope, not yet. I'm waiting for the ads, though. I recreated streaming from your PC twisted with a capture card and stuff. Am I reading that right? I hope I am. Otherwise, I'm gonna look very foolish. Well, I look foolish just playing a game. So, what difference does it make? I had an idea we could do with these streams, possibly a collab thing. I don't know if you're down to hear my idea. I'm always up for new ideas. Hey Thomas, welcome on in. How you doing, bro? Hope all is well. BRB. Okay. We will be here, Pixela. And Young Goose. Frickin'. Hope it's not a jump scare ad. Jump scare ad? Oh, you mean like a Halloween ad or something? I have been getting a lot of ads. Well, I've been getting a repeat of the same ad for the new Five Nights at Freddy's movie that's coming out. Because Google knows that I did have a interest in the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise, mainly just for the lore. Like, you will never ever see me playing a game like that on this channel on my own choice, of my own free will. But I was so interested in the lore. Like, I think everybody got I feel like just about everyone got interested and knew or discovered MatPat through his Five Nights at Freddy's lore theories. It is a really good job putting a story together with the evidence that comes out. And yeah, on Game Theory they actually made a new theory video. This one about good old Slender Man from the early days. The idea of that video was, when was it? 2024? 2024? We haven't even entered that year. 2014, MatPat did a poll asking the audience what game he should do a theory on, Slender Man or Five Nights at Freddy's. And Five Nights at Freddy's was the thing that won the poll. But he decided to go for a what if scenario, like what would have happened if Slender Man got the honor of being theorized. And I saw the video, and it's like, you watch the video, and it's like, it's supposed to be kind of like an actual theory, but also kind of like playing into how game theory used to be before it got big because of the FNAF theories that he made. I don't know. You have to watch it to understand it. But yeah, it was just interesting to see something like that, because it was made in the same style and like comedy as those older streams before game theory took off the way that it did. I don't know. It was just interesting. It was just interesting to watch. I wasn't really interested in like the subject itself, because the theory that they were covering in that video was kind of like, why is this a theory? Like, it's not really a question I feel like people would be asking, and I think that was kind of the point too, to showcase like how it could have been if it had gone the other way, you know? I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain like how the video was set up, or maybe I'm just really bad at explaining things. Okay, I'm back. What'd I miss? Not much. Still looking for crabs. The good kind of crab, not the dangerous kind. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave that alone. I was thinking, what if we both shiny hunt? You would continue hatching eggs, and I would do the terror raid battles. You would only need to help me battle it once I found it. So it'd be like, would we be shiny hunting the same Pokemon? You'd just be going through terror raids and I'd just be doing my normal thing? I suppose it wouldn't hurt to try something like that. I'm so confused right now. Yeah, I don't think I did a good job explaining, I don't think I did a good job explaining what it is I was trying to explain. But yeah, that game theory video about Slenderman, I mean, I feel like only watch it if you know what game theory used to be before they got so big because of the FNAF videos. Then you'll get the jokes, or like the hyper awareness, I guess. I don't know. We could also hunt our own things. Okay. Now, would we be doing it in a way where we'd be showing both our streams? Because I feel like that might get a bit complicated. Hey, Zones Raid! Even though it's just me, thought I'd raid anyways. Hey, welcome on in. Zones, aka Dylan. How y'all doing? Hope all is well.
Welcome raiders, we hope you guys enjoy the stream, and to whomever rated us, thank you so much. We appreciate you. What were you guys doing?
There it is. This one did not hatch into a shiny, so no need to worry about that. You didn't miss anything. How was your stream, Dylan? What were you doing on this fine day? Oh, and we made a 10 like hype. Holla. Thank you guys very much for the thank you very much for the likes. That now translates into points for all of you. Alright, I got 3 clips to share, Tom. Want to see them? Sure. I mean, we could. I didn't think this all out. Well, I feel like that might be a little difficult to do. Like, how would that work with the... Because we have a new layout specifically just for a singular screen. Was playing Mario Wonder, then we played some more of my shiny only run in Violet. Ooh, what are you shiny hunting, may I ask? Also, how far are you in Mario Wonder? I've only gotten through the first world. Okay, there was a time for an ad to pop up. This would be it, I think. Okay, it did not pop up. I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it. You're in my comments about relating to raids, right? Yeah, I think so. Let me just scroll up real quick and read it again. Oh, yeah, about the... About wanting to do more... Or, you're saying you wanted to update your raid screen with more animations and singing in it, right? Yeah, I read that. Just wrapped up World 2 in Wonder. Dang it, I am falling so far behind. It's because of my stupid back. I had like... Where did I stop at? 90, 95, 500, 510. Yeah. For those of you that don't know, I couldn't stream on Sunday because when I was changing my car tires for the winter, and good thing we did too because snow started to fall after that. I kind of sprained my back a little. I guess I was just putting a little too much force, or I was doing it in a weird way that just kind of like, before I knew it, my back was starting to feel like it was in pain. So unfortunately, I was not able to stream that day. My back is better now, you know, obviously, otherwise I wouldn't be able to stream. I mean, it's still there. It's just kind of... It just doesn't hurt as much. It doesn't hurt as bad as it did before. Perks of being on Twitch is that I get a specific notification when I get rated. Not used often, but when it does, it's a lot of fun. Yeah, I haven't dabbled into Twitch, so I'm not sure how different it is compared to like being on YouTube. But I will definitely take your word for it. At least you've played Mario Wonder. I mean, it's available now. What's stopping you, brah? I'm joking. It's okay, Tom. I'm also behind, sadly. I sadly always am behind. It's the story of my life. When you're born prematurely with autism and dyslexia, you're bound to have issues in life, sadly. I'm not sure how to respond. I'm sorry. I paused way longer than I should have because I'm not sure what to say. Well, from what I've seen, it doesn't seem like it gets you down that much. Or it seems like it doesn't get you down at all, which I think is a good way of going about life. Like I said earlier in the stream, you gotta take things as you gotta learn to take things as they come, one step at a time, right? I don't have Wonder, so I'll always be behind. Okay. I thought about streaming on Twitch, but decided not to because Twitch is now very limited and hard to grow on. Yeah, I could see that. Well, you can kind of make an argument for YouTube as well. Really, it's all about just finding... It's really all about just finding the, finding the thing that gets you, that gets your foot in the door. There's always going to be... Different things work better for some more than others. And it's just a matter of being patient and searching and practicing and trying different things to figure out what that thing is to get your foot in the door. Wonder is so much fun so far. I genuinely find myself smiling and enjoying the game. Unlike when I played through New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. Well, that's mainly because it's just a re-release on the Switch, so it's not like they added anything new to it. I'm gonna dip. Have a good one, Tom. And I posted those clips, by the way. Yeah, I need to check those out real quick, but I have other comments to read. I will get to it in just a second. By the end of my deluxe playthrough, I wanted to chuck my controller into a wall. Oh, really? It was getting that frustrating? Yeah, got it. You can't get me. Ivek, how you doing? Hope all is well, my friend. Yeah, it doesn't. I'm used to it because I was born this way. I don't mind being the way I am. I just don't like feeling that I'm behind everyone else. I just want to feel like I should be... I just want to feel like I should be where I am now. Yeah, I could definitely understand that. Although sometimes feeling like where you should be, in my mind, has always been, what the heck did I just munch on? That was weird. Is finding joy in the stuff that you do and the things that you like, because every lifestyle is always going to be different from one another. Some people might want a super crazy life where everything could happen at any point in time. You know, an adventurous lifestyle where others just want a simpler life with simple pleasures. It's all about finding the thing that gives you the feeling that makes life worth living. That's why I'm pretty happy doing the thing that I love doing right now. Playing a variety of different games and hanging out with some amazing people in this wonderful community that we all built together. Bro, there was a... Crap, what's that Pokemon called? It was running into the wall. Which one? I didn't see it. Shinx, Growlithe, Gogoat, Rookadies. I'm just spouting out names of Pokemon that are in here. My deluxe playthrough drove me to the brink of insanity by the end of it, and I was so happy when I finally beat the game. Did you just beat the game normally, or did you go for 100% completion? So I can definitely see that driving people up the wall. Nice, more crows. Okay, so on the layout, I accidentally left my memory drive with the template back home. So this idea might have to be put on hold for a couple of weeks. Okay. Fair enough. Holy crap. A whole bunch of Murkrows just spawned in. I'm fond of a quiet life. Not that I don't enjoy having fun every once in a while. It's just I love chill vibes. Oh yeah. I think it was a Growlithe. Yeah, I didn't see it. I was too focused on other things. That sucked, but oh well. I'm sure it's been clipped and it'll be sent to me later. Hey Tom, I'm gonna call it out. The shiny is gonna be somewhere between 128 and 175. That is definitely doable. I will definitely get to that number. Not 100% for me. That may come a different day. Ah, okay. Actually, I get home next week, but I'm still gonna be busy till past Thanksgiving in the USA. Ah, yes. The US Thanksgiving. Happy early Thanksgiving to everyone in the US. I already had my Thanksgiving like a couple of weeks ago, so I got my fill. I would have clipped it, but I don't think I can now. Aw. Oh well. Oh well. Oh yeah, I need to check Ivic's clips. Probably gonna have to mute the stream again. Yeah. Sorry, I just need to mute my desktop audio so I can see these things. Okay, that was one. That's pretty funny. Oh. That last, those glitches were rather tame in comparison to some of the more crazier ones I've seen. I'm gonna guess 169 attempts. That might be a little difficult, but I'll still try it. Wonder I will most likely 100%. It'll be interesting to 100% that game. Well, I don't know if I'm going to 100% Wonder. I'm mainly just playing it by ear to see what we can and can't do. If it... Yeah. $332 attempts. Oy, oy, oy. One thing I love about your streams and hanging out with you and everyone else is the conversations we have. It gets deep, and I love deep personal conversations. It's much more interesting than small talk. Oh yeah. And plus, it's good to have conversations like that to really get you to think. or more importantly, like, to like give yourself a minute to like actually take in the information that you're being presented with, and think about it, because we live in a society where we get information so quickly these days. Whether or not it's true or not is it's always still up in the air. But I like these sorts of streams because we're just calm, we're just chill, and because we're so calm and chill, we're not taking whatever information we hear so quickly and just jumping to conclusions. We actually take the time to think about it, and you know, try to understand this new piece of information that we may not have been able to understand if it wasn't so chill around here. That's another thing that I also like about doing these types of shiny hunts in the middle of the week. Because I've always felt like the middle of the week is like a good day to have a relaxing session, especially if you've been doing streams like I have with Mario Maker that just slowly start wearing you down. And I'm not saying every Mario Maker stream has been doing that to me, but lately there's been some like serious frustrations going on in my head that, again, I don't like getting frustrated or mad. I mean, in the moment, I just I let it out. I mean, I feel like it's very hard for me to keep rage in check, or maybe I just have like a hard time keeping my emotions in if I need to. No, I feel like I can keep my emotion. Well, actually, no. It's easier. It's easier or harder, depending on who you ask. When it comes to like keeping my emotions in check, when it comes to like a video game, it's harder to do because video games are just video games. There's no real world consequences to it. So I feel like I can let my frustration out every now and then. Although there is a point that I definitely do not want to cross because it just makes me feel really, really bad afterwards. But yeah, in other like situations, like if I'm in the real world where it's like, say I'm getting, this is not what's happening, this is just hypothetical, but say I'm like in a job interview and my interviewer, or the person interviewing me, is acting like a total tool bag, and they're just like mocking me, just like, you know, saying things that should definitely not be said. In that kind of situation, I don't think I would ever flip out and get angry. I mean, I feel like there would be a point where I'd be a little more stern and be like, okay, can you not talk to me like that? And, you know, just like stand up for myself, but not like flip out the same way I flip out in like Mario Maker and such. Because again, like this might be a job that I might be wanting, and maybe this. Although if I'm getting interviewed by someone who is who's treating me like crap, maybe I don't want the job. But you get what I'm saying, right? Like I don't think I would freak out in the real world as I do in video games. Video games I've always found to be a really good place to let emotions like that out. Or to like do things that you wouldn't be able to do in the real world because of different consequences. And I do admit this type of thinking would kind of would lead someone to doing really, really dark and messed up things in video games. But, you know, like I said, video games are just really good at helping, in my mind, helping people get maybe get like a little bit of frustration out in ways, or like other types of emotions that you're not able to do anywhere else. Now it's not a be all end all. It's not a be all end all solution. Like, video games definitely don't work for everyone, which is totally reasonable and completely fine. But that's how I've always found when it comes to like playing video games, like in my own experiences and how I've been and like what I have observed about myself, because again, everyone is built differently, everyone thinks differently. Some solutions work better for some people than others, and this is just one of those things that I have noticed about myself. And yeah, some of you guys might feel the same way, some of you guys might not, and that's either way, that's perfectly fine. And yeah, enough said. Anyway, I missed some comments during that, so I'm just going to read those real quick. I might 100% it, but that'll probably be an off-stream thing. Alright, that makes sense. These streams are always so nice. I enjoy just spitballing about stuff. Oh yeah. It's definitely a good place to... It's streams like this that definitely give us more opportunities to just reflect and take in things at a much more slower pace. And in this day and age, slower can be better. I personally prefer to think with the info I'm given. Sometimes I'm quick to come to a conclusion, but sometimes I'm just like, yeah, it's... And again, because information comes so quickly to everyone, it is very easy to just jump to conclusions without fully processing everything. You know, it's like a knee-jerk reaction. But yeah, these streams always, because things are a lot more calm, I'm able to, like, take things a little better, I guess. Or I'm able to, like, process things better. I feel you, bro. I don't like getting made or agitated or frustrated. It feels gross. Yeah, especially when they're doing it just to get a reaction out of you. That was a thing that happened a lot when I was growing up. People would always say things, lots of things, lies, or like half-truths, or just like doing things to just push me on edge because they wanted to get a reaction out of me. And I definitely took issue with that, because it's like they're just trying to get it feels like they're just trying to get their fix of feeling good about themselves by trying to make me miserable, which is something that which obviously I don't like, and and why I hate bullying, and why I am a firm believer that 80% of this world's problems, I feel like can and would be solved if bullying was more addressed. Because all it takes is just, it's kind of like what Joker said. There was a line in a famous Batman comic, The Killing Joke, where he would say, and I quote, "And all it takes is just one bad day. That's how far the world really is from where I am. Just one bad day." Now, it might... For some people, yes, it would probably definitely take one bad day. For others, it might take a little more, because again, everyone's like built differently. But you see what I'm saying, right? Like, these are like situations that are clearly not really helping people when it comes to like grow, and because they think they're just being attacked for no real reason. And when, especially when you're that young and you're not thinking, you haven't really had a chance to like process all of it. Like, what are you gonna think is the best solution to try and take something out? Like, do the same thing to someone else so you get that fix, and it's just like, it becomes a vicious cycle of hurting people just because you're getting hurt by someone else and they're getting hurt, like, it sucks. It's just, and in my mind, it's just really, really pathetic. Like, the main reason people would just like push someone around to like make themselves feel good is like, oh, the world was so terrible to me, like my childhood was so bad. Like, yeah, it's like the billionth time I've heard that before. My childhood wasn't all that good. Every single person on this planet probably didn't have that great of a childhood. Sure, some people definitely have had it worse than others. And I'm not saying like those shouldn't be ignored. But to use that as an excuse to try and bully someone just to make yourself feel better, in my eyes, you're the worst human being on the planet. And I will admit, I have gone down that road before. Like, I didn't do it often, but there was like at least one or two people that I remember from my school days that I did kind of picked on people. And I regret doing that because again, like, now that I've grown up and I'm not in those types of situations anymore, it makes me wonder, like, if those people that I picked on, like, what are they doing? Like, are they living their best life despite everything that I did or said to them? Like, there's like this bit of, there's this little piece of doubt in my mind that I'm just trying to, like, I don't know, like, it's not resolved in my head because I haven't seen them since those days. But all I can really do is just hope things did work out for the better. Okay, I need to finish these comments. Otherwise, I'm gonna go on another rant and I'm gonna miss even more things. These streams help me talk about a lot of things I don't usually talk about, which is super nice. Oh yeah, I understand that for sure. Last clip is how Tom hurt his back changing his tires. Oh jeez. Can't wait to see this. I'll watch that in just a second. Yeah, it's important to talk about things, especially the things that bug you. Oh yeah, for sure. Which is why I am an active believer in people, if anyone is in a bad situation, to talk to someone that you trust and seek help. It might seem like a cliche, but a wise man once said, the secrets to life are hidden behind the word cliche. So if it's a cliche, don't ignore it, listen to it. It may just improve your life. I'd rather work with someone who treats me as an equal, not as a pawn. Oh yeah, like, or like as a pawn, or as someone doesn't like see you as anything at all. Because people who like treat others for their own gain, which again kind of falls into the bullying process line, is just pathetic in my eyes, and makes you the absolute worst human being on the planet in my eyes. Arceus, listen to my voice. Please let a shiny appear for our man, Tom Leo. He would be really thankful. I'm not too worried. If I don't get a shiny here, it'll be fine. It's still early in the hunt. Yes, video games are always there for you. Like the PS2 slogan says, live in your world, play in ours. It's not a bad slogan. I have a cousin who worked at a superstore similar to Walmart Supercenter, and he said the first day he was there, everyone treated him horribly, and overall he did not feel welcome. He did not return to work after the first day and ignored all phone calls that he received from that job. Jeez. How incompetent do you have to be in order to have, or to let such a work environment take place under your watch like that? Sheesh. No wonder. It's no wonder that the guy quit. I started YouTube streaming, then it tanked my channel views badly, so I switched back to Twitch because to me it's easier and I have a small audience building, and since switching back, my views have untanked. Sorry if that's too much on the whole YouTube thing, just something I haven't been able to say to anyone about, and I want to say it. Oh no, yeah, that's fine, that's fine. Like I said, these streams, we're here to talk and enjoy each other's companies and talk about our own life experiences, and yeah, getting stuff off the chest is always a good thing. I definitely dealt with that when I was in school. I was bullied in 4th grade. Yep. I also got bullied in the 4th grade. Tough stuff to deal with. Yep. I got bullied in... I had a teacher that bullied me in the 5th and 6th grade. Same teacher. I think I did mention the story about how I was playing with these knockoff Legos called Kinects. I was building like a robot with wheels, and I was playing around with it. And I made a zoom sound, and that teacher thought I was making a gunshot sound, which, yeah. Hate her with every fiber of my being for that. There's no way I'm ever gonna forgive someone like that. Thankfully for future generations, she's not a teacher anymore. She retired. Yeah. It just frustrates me that there are people, no matter what kind of person you're talking about, like a teacher or a student, a manager, or what have you. Like, it doesn't matter what kind of person you are. Or like what your title is, I guess. Doesn't matter to me what your title is or what you have. Like, if you're like if you're someone that's like rich and has a lot of money, but you still treat people like like, absolute shit, you are not someone that I ever want to know. I absolutely cannot stand, especially when people are that high up in the hierarchy, and they just, like, abuse their power and just take advantage of their wealth or whatever. Again, it's just downright pathetic. Especially when you were an easy target. I was an easy target because I was small and autistic. Yeah, they always try to find something to just... They find one flaw in you and they exploit that flaw. Mine was definitely that I was, like, very timid and shy with, like, a very short fuse, and they took advantage of that. And also the fact that I was a paranoid wreck. That's also something that they took advantage of. Just could not stand it. But yeah, I am very glad I am not in those situations anymore, and I don't have to deal with that kind of crap anymore, because it was so much worse for me back then than it was now. So much more. I wasn't wanted in a group by certain people, so they bullied me out of that group just cuz. God. Well, they probably weren't worth your time anyway, Daniel. Or Dylan, sorry. Jeez. Well, that was a mistake I just said. Did I miss anything? I don't think so. No, I didn't. My childhood was alright. It was good, but also I had a good bunch of bad in it. Yeah. You just gotta hope that there's more good to be taken with the bad, but some people aren't so lucky, and it's very hard to deal with, and that's why people have a hard time continuing with their lives to, like, try and live a fulfilling life, you know? I sometimes wonder how my 4th grade bullies are doing now. Well, I don't think the bullies are people that you need to wonder about. I personally hope that everyone that bullied me during school is getting what's coming to them from the universe, because they deserved it. The stuff they pulled, they deserved it. Hey, Boss One, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Hope all is well. Bro, same. My 5th grade teacher was so abusive to me. It was horrible. It got so bad to the point I had to switch from normal school to homeschool. I think she got fired. Oh, good. Yeah. It's so frustrating when people are so that far high up in the hierarchy of society, that when they just abuse that power and make other people miserable and just don't even care that they're doing it. Like, they're just being the worst for the sake of, again, like, trying to make themselves feel better about themselves, which again makes you pathetic and not an excuse to do those sorts of things in my eyes. But yeah. I don't ever want to think about the bullies that I had in school, and just Just try to enjoy what what we all have in the here and now. I was bullied one time. Like, I was being treated like S, and they was using me for their personal gain, and it happened until the day I snapped. I never talked to them ever again. Yeah, finding... In those types of situations, it is better to just walk away and, like, never see those people again, which is very hard to do in, like, a school setting, because you have to go to school to get your education, and you have to see the same people that bully you over and over and over and over and over again. Then, of course, it's gonna make your situation even worse. Which is why maybe I'm gonna read the rest of the comments before I go on yet another rant, because I feel like going on another rant. Always follow the golden rule: treat others the way you want to be treated, and also love your neighbor. Exactly, 100%. They took advantage of me, even I told them I wanted to do other things. Yeah, those people are definitely not worth your time. I'm just thankful I was born into a family who loves me and appreciates me for who I am, and I'm thankful for the friends I've made along the way. Yeah. It's good to be surrounded by people who actually appreciate you for you. Yep, as they say, karma's a bitch. Oh yeah. I mean, I remember when that teacher had got karma. One of my friends from school, he was a grade below me. So this happened when I was in junior high, and he was still in the same class as that teacher, and she just pushed it. Absolutely pushed my friend to his absolute breaking point, to the point where, like, other staff got involved, including the principal, and she got fired from that job and had to start teaching elsewhere. When I heard about that, I smiled. I could not have been more happy that something like that happened to her, because that is exactly what people like her deserve. And I know that's very cynical to say, but like I said, when karma does all the work for you like that, you can't help but just smile. Because it shows there is at least some fairness into the world. I just wish it didn't happen at the expense of my friend. I'm glad I disconnected from them, because I don't feel pressured anymore. Oh yeah. Whenever someone just, like, causes problems like that, and they're not stopping no matter what, it is better to just cut them out of your lives and, like, never see them again. It was on PlayStation, which worse, they faked out to be my friends too. Oh, so these were people you were playing with. Oh. Yeah, that kind of stuff can be very toxic, especially depending on the game. It's great that she got fired, but it's not great that she got a job at another place. Yeah. Although, I like to think that kind of experience, I wouldn't necessarily say humbled her, but at the very least showed her that kids, especially at that particular age, is not to be messed around with, and not to, like, to not push buttons like that. So maybe she didn't get better per se, but at least like the fear of something like that happening again. I don't know. Something like that could have definitely deteriorated her from like being as cruel as she was before. I never got bullied in high school. Just ran into a bunch of two-facers. Oof. Yeah, that could definitely be just as bad. Especially if they, like, ask you for favors and such. No, that's definitely, like... that's definitely one of the worst things that could ever happen to you. Anyway, so the rant I wanted to go on... Because I was saying that... because you have to go to school, you're forced to see the people that bully you every single day. And then the stress that they put on you just keeps getting worse and worse and worse over time. That is literally what happened to me during my school days. This literally happened all the way up until college. My college years were definitely better. I only had like one teacher that it was kind of a dick. Not on the same lines, not quite on the same lines as some of the other cruel teachers that I had, but he's definitely someone that's not gonna leave my mind anytime soon. But being in those situations where you're like forced to get bullied over and over and over again with little to no help from teachers or anyone at all. I mean, is it any wonder why I became such a paranoid wreck? Like, literally, like, I was diagnosed by a psychiatrist that I had what they called a paranoia disorder, which is exactly what it sounds like. I was constantly paranoid all the time, and it just made things, and it just made my life so much worse than because I couldn't because I was always scared to do anything, because I have to go into those situations where I could potentially get bullied, and I'm always keeping my guard up, even when they're not doing anything or they're not planning anything to me for that day. Just that fear kept me from doing as good in school as I could have been. I still got good grades in school and such, but it was still it was a frustrating experience being in that situation all the time and constantly feeling afraid that I'm gonna get attacked again. And it was tough. And when I finally got out of school and I didn't have to see any of those people anymore, I want to say how many months was this? The last time I went to a psychiatrist, which was months after I stopped. I think it might have been during my college years, because again, I was never really bullied in college, so my confidence started to grow a little bit more, and I felt more comfortable being around people in public. So somewhere in my college years, I think I had a psychiatrist evaluate me again, and they said, "Oh, you don't seem to have a paranoia disorder anymore. We're not 100% sure why that's the case. I mean, you definitely did have paranoia disorder given your previous records, but right here in the here and now, you don't have such a thing. We're not sure why, but yeah. That's our diagnosis. You're pretty good. So yeah. And I'm thinking to myself, really? You can't figure out why I don't have a paranoia disorder anymore? Nothing at all. Nothing that may have involved being in a certain place that made me fearful all the time. Something that, like, a place that, like, where I would constantly get attacked to give me that type of fear, that give me that type of paranoia, and to, like, cause me to think irrationally in that way. You don't think that might have had a factor in this sort of thing at all? Nothing at all? No? Well, I'm glad we spent so much money on you guys to try and help me with my situation, only for you to tell me that it's just up and gone and you have no idea what the... You have just no idea how it happened. Thanks for wasting my time and my money, I guess. It just, you see what I'm saying, right? It just, like, it's just so asinine that the very obvious problem in these sorts of situations is, like, sitting there right in front of your nose. And we're not gonna do anything about it to try and, like, fix it to make it better. Why? Because it's probably a bit too hard to do. That's probably the main reason why they wouldn't take proper actions against the people who would bully me and such. Oh, that's another thing that kind of pissed me off when I was in therapy with a psychiatrist. I had one psychiatrist that I was talking to, and she recommended that I should take some drugs to try and fix the quote-unquote chemical imbalance in my brain because of my paranoia disorder. And I'm like, no, I don't need a drug. I don't need a drug for an external problem. It's not an internal problem that I have. My brain functions fine. And it was proven as much when the paranoia disorder disappeared. No, the problem is external, not internal. And your recommendation is to just get me on a drug to, like, literally just ignore the problem. To ignore the problem that's, like, right in front of it and just, like, expect it to just magically fix it. So I remember like explaining as much, where I said to my psychiatrist, I don't want a drug. I don't want to be taking drugs because I don't think it's the solution that I need in order to fix it. And I explained to her, like I had a real heart-to-heart, or, like, I really, like, let everything out to, like, explain to her. It's not, in my mind, it's not a, I mean, yes, I could try having a little more control over how I react in those certain situations. But if those people would stop putting me in those situations, there would be no need for that. It is entirely an environmental problem that I have, which is why I don't need a drug. She completely ignored everything I said and put me on the drug that she recommended. So yeah, needless to say, I did not want her as my psychiatrist anymore. I just I felt like my trust was broken at that point, so I was just like, no, I'm not. If your solution is to just pump me full of drugs, I don't want your help. Because your help is nothing more than just ignoring the situation. So, yeah. Don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need someone like that making a decision that they clearly do not want to try and understand, or to not even listen, you know? I don't need that. I don't. Anyway, that's my third rant for this stream. I apologize for going on so many rants, but yeah. When stuff like that comes up, I just I can't help but reminisce about those situations in my life where I'm just so glad those days are behind me. But it still frustrates me that ignorance and incompetence like that still exists. And I think it might be a little harder for kids in this day and age to try and get proper help, because again, they're not taking, a lot of them are just not going the extra mile to try and actually fix the problems, or to give proper advice that could really help people. Now, I'm not saying every psychiatrist is like that. Out of the four psychiatrists that I had in my school life, only one of those people I did not like, and it was the one who just recommended that they pump me full of drugs as their solution. But yeah, the other psychiatrists were okay, but that level, but the fact that there is someone like that in that type of field who just flat out ignores you and just doesn't take into account these sorts of things and actually tries. That's the thing. No one tries anymore. No one wants to strain their pretty little necks anymore to actually do what needs to be done. Nobody wants to do their jobs the way that they should be doing it to try and actually help and better society. And again, I'm not saying everyone is like that, but these days it feels like there's a lot more of those people than there are good people willing to actually try and put the effort into it, which that's what really annoys me the most right now, is how lazy humanity has become. Now, I'm not saying if everyone started being more responsible, all our problems would just disappear or something, although it would definitely be a good start. But you see what I'm saying, right? There is a very, very obvious solution or thing that humanity can be doing that can put the human race on the right track, back on the right track, and they don't want to do it because they just think, oh, somebody else should do that, not me, even though I'm being paid to do this thing, or like, or what have you. I don't feel like I need to do that sort of thing. Oh, it reminds me of a story I actually heard. I'll tell that story in just a second, but I'm gonna read some comments that I missed. Yeah, the people I played with were being toxic with me, and they were demanding me to get their stuff too. In game? Jeez, that's messed up. There was a time where my class went to the computer lab to print some things, and I went to help my best friend at the time. And when he started to print, he clicked on the wrong button and it started to print the terms and conditions of the program, and I bursted out laughing, and the teacher sneaks up behind me and whispers, "Stay after class." What? For what? It was just a mishap. Unless the teacher thought your laughter was like a gunshot or something. Anyway, yeah, that's ridiculous. I experienced some toxic people when I was in my college years. They ended up pushing my buttons to the point where I said something I shouldn't have, and I made my friend cry. I felt so bad for my friend, I apologized to him, and luckily, we're still friends now. Those toxic people, though, we cut them off. Oh, that's good. Yeah, like... It's just so frustrating how easy people are just letting this stuff happen when it really shouldn't be like this. Yeah, it's annoying when people are lazy with serious issues. Oh, yeah. And this particular story that I heard is definitely a big one for that. I gotta go now, so until next time, have an amazing day. Oh, okay, thank you so much, Ivic, for stopping by. I don't know if you're still around or not, but thank you so much for coming on out. It's greatly appreciated, buddy. I took this medicine to help me sleep better, but it just made me more angry and aggressive, so I got off that real quick. Oh, yeah, and like... And that's another thing that people don't seem to understand, is that, sure, maybe there is a drug that can help one particular person out so that their lives can be better. But to say that this one drug helps out every single person who has the same symptoms or condition as that person, that's ridiculous, because everyone's built differently, everyone's brains function differently, and like they're wired differently, so like yeah, it might be I guess it would be a little difficult to try to like make the right kind of drug for one specific person. Like, I can see that being a challenge in and of itself, because you don't fully understand what you won't really know what it is about that person that makes the drug behave like that. But still, like, just the laziness of, oh yeah, this drug worked with like this one person, it should definitely help you, no problem, and just leave it at that. Meanwhile, there's like all these other problems circulating. No, that's just another level of incompetence and laziness that I just cannot get behind. Drugs are never the answer because drugs are bad. Well, I mean, yes, generally speaking, drugs are bad. Even though I did say that, like, one kind of drug could work for one particular... Wait, you know what I'm saying, right? People are lazy. They want to take the easy way. Oh, yeah, 100%. Not realizing that, to get what you want, there are no shortcuts. You gotta work for it. But work is just too hard of a thing to do, I guess. I do have a loud laugh, but I don't know. Don't forget the video, Tom. Oh, shoot, that's right. I completely forgot about that. My bad. Let's see. Oh, great. Okay. How long is this? Oh, it's like a 2-minute video. Okay. Well, I'm gonna be here a while, guys. Is she trying to rip the tires with the nuts on? Ooh. Oh, jeez. Well, that was, something. Okay, so these are, like, different ads and such. What the heck is this guy doing? He's just fiddling with his pylons and not actually doing anything with his tires. Okay, now this guy's actually taking the nuts out, which is good. Like you're supposed to. Uh-oh. Okay, so are all these the same? Where it's just all done out in the middle of the road? Yeah. I don't change my tires. I don't change my tires out in the road. I do it in my garage. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. No, I see where this is going. No, 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 no. Don't! Yeah. Oh! Really? Come on, dude. That's just unnecessary. Oh, jeez. That clip that Coconut sent was a while ago, so I'll have to scroll up to see what I just reacted to, but like... Oh, good lord, was that... Was there a lot of shock value into that? But no. I was changing my tires safely. Mainly what happened was when I was getting the last of my tires on, I had to make sure the nuts on my tires were fastened properly, and we have a little device that actually gauges how tight a nut is. And I was like, I was yanking. I was making sure that it was tight as it should be, and I guess I was like positioned in a way that like made it very compromising on my back, and I just sort of like sprained it. So yeah, it was It hurt, but yeah, I just needed to make, or I just needed to, I needed to give myself a, I needed to give my, my back a break and just let it heal. And it did heal. I mean, yeah, again, it's still there, but it's not like, it's not unbearable. And I can still do, my work just as well as I did before. So, yeah. I just made my first sandwich in Pokemon. Nice. What perks did you get? Just out of curiosity. Who's your favorite video game villain? Good question. Video game villain. I don't know. I'd have to think about that because I don't. I mean, off the top of my head, I would say Bowser, but that's probably because I see. It's probably because I play games with Bowser a lot, so that's not exactly. It's not exactly a category for favorite villain, but yeah. This other time it was my birthday, and I told the teacher that was monitoring the halls. She smiled at me and asked if the teacher I was going to teach in first story knew. I responded, probably not, and she said, well, let's go tell her. And she walked into the classroom with me and tells her, and all the teacher does is shrug and says, okay. My... Seriously, why are people like that allowed to teach? Is that Pokemon in the ground again? Oh no, it looks like it. Speaking of being lazy and taking the easy way. Oh, sorry, I had to deal with that ad. I knew it was coming. Alright, I'm good. Taking the easy way, I need to get better at pushing myself. I struggle with procrastination and I don't want to stress myself out because stress is bad. Yeah, it could be pretty difficult to like get yourself that initial push. I definitely had procrastination phases myself long before I got this job that I'm at currently, and that doing streaming as often as I did. I used to have a lot more free time on my hands to do whatever I want, and I would be so lazy about it. And one thing I was definitely worried about, like just as an example, like when I started doing 2 streams a day on the weekends, I was worried I was gonna burn myself out because I would be doing a lot more. Like, I planned it out so that it wouldn't affect my, the rest of like my routine and my schedule. But there was still that worry that I was gonna burn myself out, or it was gonna be too hard for me to keep up. But after trying it out, nothing bad ever came from it. It's like, I still feel the same, and I'm like doing a lot more, and I'm having fun doing the streaming schedule this way. So I would definitely say, if you have doubts, like, doing a test run is definitely... Doing test runs for, like, whatever you want to do is, like, probably the best way to break a cycle of procrastination, which, again, might seem difficult to do, but once you start doing it and, like, can keep that going, it starts becoming second nature to you, and you can just you do it because you want to do it, and you get a lot more done, and everything becomes a lot more productive and fun. Sparkling Power 3, Encounter Power 3, and Title Power 3 for all fire. Wow. Doing a hunt. Ooh, what are you hunting? Wait, are you hunting the same thing you did in that stream that you were doing earlier? Or is it a different Pokemon you're doing? Wow, you made me yawn. I did? What did I say that made you yawn? Gotta say, Tom, Ludwig also must be up there as one of your favorites. Oh, Ludwig von Koopa. I mean, he's my favorite of the Koopalings. I wouldn't say he's like my favorite villain, because he's just kind of there like all the other Koopalings. I like him because he has more style compared to the other ones, and he's not another clone from some of the other ones. During that class, she asked us to pull out a project, and although I had finished the project, I had accidentally left it at home. And when I was asked about it, I told her I forgot it. She claimed I gave attitude, and afterwards she made me walk out with her and talk to my dad about my missing assignments. Needless to say, my birthday was ruined a little that day. Oh, great. Oh yeah, I definitely have had situations like that before with teachers. The best type of teachers are the ones who are not only your teachers, but also your friends. Trust me, I speak from experience. Yeah. Because if they're your friend, you trust them a lot more, and they do things that are earning of your trust. Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. I guess I just need to get better at time management. Yeah, time management also kind of plays a role in it, but once you get it, it makes things so much better. Jeez, I still have a full can, or almost a full can of root beer just sitting on my desk. I was talking so much that I didn't have many opportunities to drink. Hey, how's it going, Zeta? Welcome to the stream. Hope all is well. Ooh, excuse me. When I got back to school a few years later, she was missing, and I was told that a teacher got in trouble with the district and was sued. Or they sued the district and lost. I don't remember, but she no longer works for that district. Pfft. That's karma in action for ya. Have you heard the joke about the broken pencil? Never mind, it's pointless. That's a joke my mother would love. She loves puns. I'm gonna tell her that next time. Actually, I'm gonna text that to her after this stream. All I gotta say is, if she was the teacher that got in trouble, she deserves every bit of it. Oh, agreed. 100%. You look like you yawned. Oh, okay, I see. I thought you said it was something I said that made you yawn. I was like, what? What did I say that was so boring? No better background noise than a shiny stream to finish some work. Nice, very nice. No different Pokemon. Now I was hunting Ralts with eggs early. Now I'm doing outbreaks with Charcade. I don't know if that's how you say it. I don't care. All right. Well, hope that goes well for you. Is that a shiny? I swear. No, I threw it at the wrong Pokemon. The Growlithe started running away from me. Please be there. Please be there. Is it my imagination? Oh my frick you! Problem with fire types is that their shinies don't look all that good. Okay, looking at these side by side, they look the same. Yeah, they're the same. Fire type shinies just are not my favorites in all honesty. Because they wind up just looking nearly the same. Or most fire type shinies look the same. My last birthday was alright, except for the evening I went downstairs and my family was talking about real world stuff. And it made me anxious that I asked my sister to cuddle me. Oh, yikes. Yeah, I have problems like that when I listen to the news. I hate hearing about all the bad things that happen in the world that I just want to cut myself off from all news in general. But my dad, being my dad, is an active believer in being up to date with everything that's going on in the world, so that you can proceed through the world with with the knowledge on how to get through it all. Which, yeah, I get it, but all the crap that comes with it, it's just sometimes it just doesn't feel worth it. And I say this all the time, but the news these days, at best, it's boring and misinformative. And at worst, it's just downright depressing and sad. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Speaking of lazy, I was so scared that I was going to miss one upload day that I started doing Monday and Friday. And now I have videos till February, so I can say I did well. Oh, that's nice. And that was the jumpstart of my anxiety and self-doubt. I still struggle with it from time to time. But it's not as bad as it was earlier in the stream. Earlier in the stream? Okay. Nothing you say is boring. I don't yawn because I'm bored. I yawn because I'm tired and I want to refresh my brain. Yeah. I get that. Yeah. No. Yeah, that's fine. I just my brain processed that information poorly. I apologize for that. The shiny I'm hunting only has a difference in eyes, and it is so tough to see. Oh, I hate that sort of thing where it's just where it's a different shade. I already found the shiny. Oh, nice. Where it's either just a different shade of where it's just a completely similar shade, but it's a different shade of the same color that they have, or it's so minuscule it's very hard to spot. And it's so frustrating. I don't like shinies like that because I just feel like they're gonna make things worse for me. I remember this one time I walked into her class during lunch with my friend and another teacher. This one was actually a really good and kind teacher, and he put his hand over my shoulder and I accidentally blurted out, "This is my favorite teacher." The bad teacher said, "Aw, I thought you were pointing at me." I told her she was my second favorite teacher, but in my head, I was telling her off. Wow. Well, can't say she didn't deserve that. That's a scientific study that shows that when people yawn, they're not bored, they're simply refreshing their brain. Wish I could have told my teacher that. I also had situations where I would yawn in the middle of the class, and my teacher, same teacher that caused me so much grief in grade 5 and 6, would assume I was yawning on purpose, which was not true. I just had hard time sleeping. I never got enough sleep. Knowing the news can make you anxious, but I feel like if you know what's going on, you will be better prepared if something happens, because I would rather be anxious than be screwed. That's very true. Yeah, I would agree with that. The news is nothing but negativity. Like, where's the good news? Where's the gossip? Few and far between, I'm afraid. Few and far between. My theory on why she disliked me was because she was adopted and was not married or had any relationships that I was aware of. She also didn't have many friends, if I remember correctly. Ha! And seeing me laughing with my best friend probably made her jealous. So just trying to project a need to feel powerful onto someone else, making you miserable only to make themselves feel better. Same bullcrap that happens every effing time. And again, it's just downright pathetic. Outbreaks with shiny powers may be the way to go for me in the future. Yeah, I can't do sandwiches. I don't know. The amount of, well, maybe it's not that much. Maybe it's not that much research that I need to look into, but like, I feel like the preparation for making sandwiches for such a thing is just kind of nonsensical for me. Plus, with my shiny luck, I don't think I need it. No gossip. Gospel. Gospel. It's the biblical word for good news. Oh, my bad. I read that wrong. Oops. Okay, we'll hatch this last egg, and then we'll call it a stream. Because we are well over the 2-hour mark. Yeah, time flew. I love having these conversations because time just flies. And because time flies so much, I'm not focused on, well, I'm kind of focused on getting shinies, but it's not like certain situations where I'm just like, okay, I wanna get the shiny here, now, like, I'm expecting it, like, I'm focusing a lot of my attention to try and get a shiny, you know? It just not being so focused on getting the shiny, although I would like a shiny, like, who doesn't want a shiny Pokemon? Having conversations to, like, pass the time makes these sorts of hunts more enjoyable for me, because A, I'm not so focused on, like, getting a shiny, and I'm not, like, discouraged whenever I don't get a shiny when whenever I'm hoping for it. And two, it's good to have these sorts of conversations and be able to get as many things off our chest as possible. Excuse me. Anyway, we're gonna call it here. Saying we should do a podcast sometime. You know, I used to do, there was a time in, was it on this channel? I think it was on this channel, actually. Yeah, it was on this channel. I used to, there's a couple of videos on this channel where me and a friend of mine did a podcast, or we started trying to do a podcast. We wanted to make it a weekly thing for us. Unfortunately, things got very difficult because we all had jobs, and planning shoot days were was a very, very difficult thing to do, because we would actually physically meet up and have a little space to do these sorts of things. Our podcast was called This Is Our Common Discussion, or TIOCD, which, saying it out loud, is is a very choiced acronym for sure. But yeah, I like doing these sorts of things, of just having these sorts of conversations. Lately, I've actually been getting into another podcast, a different podcast, made by Markiplier, Wade, and Bob, called Distractables. I'm actually subscribed to the Distractables podcast channel, and on that channel they release little mini clips of the podcasts that they have, and their podcasts are everywhere you get podcasts. I like the conversations that they have there as well. I think those are really cool. Oh, not to mention there's a bunch of different animations that people have made from those podcasts, and they tell these different stories. I'm just like, whoa. It's very cool. Very cool. Yeah. Podcasts. I do miss hearing a good podcast. There was a podcast that I listened to a lot back in the day. A podcast actually made by Shay Caro and his wife, called When the Kids Go to Sleep. I used to watch that consecutively. Not so much anymore, but I don't think they're making any more podcasts of that. But yeah, anyways, I'm going on another rant. I need to end this stream. That would be fun if you guys do that, lol. Anyway, it's time to actually wrap up the stream. First things first, shout out to the people who rated us tonight. Pixela Games and Dylan for the Pixela and Zones raid. Thank you very much, guys. My mods could drop a link to their channels in the chat. That would be greatly appreciated. And thank you again very much. And hopefully I can hit you guys with a powerful raid of my own someday. Nothing going on here. No, okay, so we just have our gold and platinum team members. TIOCD does sound weird, but hey, whatever. Yeah, I don't know, it's I wasn't really trying to come up with an acronym per se. I was just trying to come up with a simple name, and This Is Our Common Discussion just kind of felt natural. It felt right to me. But yeah, when you turned it into an acronym, it just sounded very weird. Anyways, so yeah, last but certainly not least, we have our gold and platinum tier members. We have 0 gold members, but we have Heather Flanagan, Mike Flanagan, Mr. Coconut, Zones, aka Dylan, Daniel Perez, Natalie K, and Top Secret Yoshi as our platinum members. Easy to get my own league. Yep. That is definitely allowed. 100%. Okay, so I am gonna go find us a raid target. So who's live right now, huh? Ugh, I am just hiccuping a storm here. Aw, there's someone I don't think I've raided before, but he's playing Super Mario Bros. Wonder, and I don't want to get spoiled. Frick me. How about what are you playing? If YouTube ever decides to load, I'll be able to find out. Okay, I think he might be wrapping up his stream, so should probably go to someone else. Oh, this is also a person I haven't rated in a while, but they're also streaming Super Mario Wonder. Ugh, I need to catch up. Okay, I definitely rated you some time ago, so we want to give somebody else a chance. How about this guy? Okay, it is already muted. Okay, good. Alright, good. We're good. Alright, I got us our target. I just grab link. Grab link. And... Oh, it doesn't have live redirects on. No. Focus on your live stream and let YouTube insert ads for you? Hell no. No way am I letting you bother my audience with your annoying ads. Hiccups are annoying. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I feel yeah. Anything I'll just shut up now. Don't want to seem like I'm spamming. Oh, no, that's fine. I don't think you're spamming at all. I try rating whoever has the least amount of viewers. Yeah, that's what I try to do. I try to like rate people who aren't getting a lot of attention, or someone who I haven't like rated in a while. It can be very hard to like to do because especially if you have so many people that you're sub to. But yeah, we just gotta try our best and hope that's enough. Ads during a stream are stupid. Looking at you, Twitch. Yeah, I try doing everything I can to make sure that ads don't pop up as frequently, and if they do, you have the ability to like get rid of them immediately, or they're like gone in an instant. Anyway, so tonight's target is going to be Trill AG Gaming, who is currently playing some Super Smash Bros. Let's go raid this fine gentleman by using the hashtag LeoRaid to let him know where we all came from. But guys, that's gonna do it for the streaming vid. Let me know in the comments below what other games you want me to play. But until then, I am Tom Leo. You've been amazingly fantabulous people, and I'm signing off. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you in the next stream. Peace.